What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam whatsoever. Your car is gonna get stuck in ocean water. Yeah, that's right, guys. If you don't press the like button, the next time you go to the beach, a tsunami is gonna come and only hit your car. Nothing else will be affected, so I would press the like button. Real talk, though, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Today, I have a funny story from a time I was at the beach and I witnessed a dude straight up drive his car onto the beach to the point where it started to get ocean water in it, and then he freaked out and got out only to just leave. Like, he walked away, nobody knows where he went. I'm honestly not too sure what happened, because my parents ended up making us leave after that because they didn't want us to stick around and realize what the crazy guy was gonna do. I don't know what he was gonna do, but yeah, that's just how it happens sometimes, and it should be a pretty funny video. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Shout out Magnetic Adamoso.
And my boys, yeah, we whipping in the foreign. Only time we in the buses when we tour.
Anyways, guys, what's going on? This story takes place quite a bit ago. I was probably 9 or 10 years old, and it was during a family vacation to Huntington Beach. And Huntington Beach is a pretty cool place, you know, it's got good waves, it's a good vibe, and for the most part, the people are pretty cool. It's not like Venice where you really expect to see a bunch of weird, out-of-control stuff. Obviously, it's a beach in California, so sometimes stuff gets weird, and that's just how it is, but for the most part, people are pretty normal in Huntington Beach, and the first couple of days of our little beach vacation, everything's normal. People are boogie boarding, doing their thing. Nothing too crazy, nothing to write home about. But on the last day, you know, we're just sitting on the beach doing our thing. It's me, my mom, my dad, my brother, and my uncle, and a couple of my cousins. And as we're sitting there, we see this car driving down the beach. And I don't think you're allowed to drive on the beach in California. I don't live there, but, you know, for the most part, every now and then there are some people who drive on the beach regardless, just because forget the rules. And we kind of realize that this guy is driving down the beach a little bit faster than somebody who's just like enjoying a nice leisurely drive down the coast. He's coming with a little bit of speed behind him. So my dad starts watching the car a little bit more intently, and, you know, for whatever reason, my dad had latched onto it, so I thought it was cool to be looking at it too. And all of a sudden, my dad and my uncle start being like, all right, guys, we're going to back up. We're going to pack up our stuff. And as we're packing stuff up, this car is still coming down the beach relatively quickly. And about like 2 football fields, like 200 yards away from us, dude, the car is still coming quickly. And my dad and my uncle have got us all picked up, and they're just kind of... I'm behind my dad. My dad's holding my brother, in this car, as it's like 2 football fields away from us, just starts, you know, trying to like turn. But the problem is it's going really fast on wet sand. So when it tries to turn, it like tigs in its wheels and it turns too quickly. And suddenly it starts veering directly towards the ocean, which is the exact opposite place you want to go in this scenario. Like, let's be honest, sometimes it's okay to turn the wrong direction if you're in the middle of nowhere on a flat field, but the worst place to possibly turn too hard is when to your left is a bunch of families and to your right is the ocean. Like, in terms of getting stuck between a rock and a hard place, there's really not a good way to get out of this. So the car just like veers into the water, and as it hits the water, the like right side of it sinks into the sand really hard, and it like tilts and a big wave crashes into it. And I remember like the wave hitting the windshield and seeing the windshield just like crack. It was a pretty big wave. Anyone who's ever been to Huntington Beach knows every now and then there's those waves that pick up all the water in front of them, and it's just pure sand, and if it dumps on you, it don't feel too good. It had just happened to have been like one of those, as it had gone into the water, and then the water had receded, and it had kind of dug into the sand once the water was gone, and the water just smacked it and cracked the windshield. And sure enough, my dad and my uncle are like, all right, we're getting out of here. So we start kind of like walking back up towards the sidewalk to go like back to the beach house, which we were renting for the weekend. And as we're going, you know, it's taking a little bit because they're lugging all the stuff, and I'm just watching this emergency go down, and people start running up to the car, and the guy's rolling down the window, and I can't make it out, but I just see that he's arguing with them, and he's putting his hand out the window, like waving them away. Like, these people were coming in to like help him get out of it, and he's waving them away. And then I see the brake lights come on, like he's trying to get into reverse. This guy had like slammed his car into the water, gotten smacked by a wave, cracked the windshield, and then when people come to help get him out of the car thinking he's injured, he's like, nah, back up, I got this, and just starts slamming it in reverse. And believe it or not, after a car has been like submerged in water for quite a bit of time, or not submerged, I guess, but there's definitely water in it. It was deep enough after the waves slammed on it where like the wheels were half covered in water. It's not having too good of a time trying to like back out of the shoreline. So the car is struggling and people start like trying to get the guy out. And my parents, you know, have just kept walking with my little brother because they were just getting out of there. So I'm still standing here looking. And I hear my dad start calling my name for me to come ahead, but I'm just so fascinated that I'm still watching this. And I see the dude finally just admit defeat and realize that his car is Poseidon's now, like he's never getting it back. The ocean is not gonna play keepsies, or is playing keepsies with his car. It's not playing givesy backsies. Sadly, the sports utility vehicle did not come with a waterproof guarantee. I am gonna be annoying for a second and just ask you guys to press the like button and comment the word ocean down below if you're enjoying the video. It just helps the content do better and get more views, which you know, makes my day a little bit better. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, without further ado, back to the story. So the guy finally just admits defeats and opens the door. And you know when somebody like is obviously a little bit intoxicated, you know, they do that waddle walk thing where it's somebody who's not just admitting that they can't walk, it's somebody who knows they can't walk but is like actively trying to hide it. And I guess that makes sense if there is anything that's gonna get you to just start driving down the beach full speed in your car, just yanking the wheel around hoping for the best. It's probably like a DUI situation, but he gets out of the car with the most obviously drunk like stupor ever, just kind of trying to act like he's got it together. And at this point, he's kind of like walking towards us, and my dad had started walking towards me to pick me up and like take me because I didn't want to walk away from it. And he starts yelling at the people that are trying to help him, you know, and he's like, "Get away from my car. You guys shouldn't break into my car." And they're like, "We're not breaking in. Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he's like, "Stop trying to break into my car." And trust me, dude, like, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the guy's car, but it wasn't exactly, like, super nice. It wasn't one of those cars that you saw in the ocean and were like, dang, you know, someone's really gonna miss that. Like, you were more like, oh my god, how did that piece of crap car get in the ocean? It honestly looked like something that potentially could have been left in the ocean for quite a while. It already was pretty rusty. Maybe it was a joyriding car from Poseidon in the first place. But he's starting to, like, fight with these people trying to help him, accusing them of trying to steal his car. And trust me, the car is just, there's nothing to steal, bro. So, whatever. The people are kind of like, "You're drunk, get out of here." And now the lifeguards have called the cops. So the cops are starting to pull up. It's been long enough. If you've ever been to like a beach town in California, it's pretty common for the cops to be relatively close. So they pull up and immediately, you know, things are starting to clear out. They start telling people to go away so they can handle the situation and whatnot. And by that time, my dad had like gotten over to me and he grabs me and is like, "Come on, we're getting out of here." So we start to kind of dip out, and the last thing that I really saw of the situation was the cops talking to him and the guy, like, you know, trying to do that drunk people trying to act like they can walk normally even though they're really messed up, and they're just trying to hide it, like waddle walk maneuver over to the cops to have a conversation with them. And it was just funny to see, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I saw a dude crash his car into the ocean and then get out and start getting mad at the people trying to help him. Moral of the story is don't do that. Don't drink and drive, and especially don't drink and drive and then drive your car into the ocean, because just because you believe you can drive on water when you're drunk doesn't mean that you can. Trust me, I can't believe I have to fact check that, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna say it pretty confidently. I don't think you can drive on water. Regardless, guys, thank you so much for the support. If you enjoyed, I would really appreciate you clicking that subscribe button, turning on notifications. I upload videos like this every single day, and I'm sure you'd like them. If you could also press the like button and comment down below, as I've said, it helps the video do better, and I'd appreciate it. Be sure to get some of the OG Sub Club merch if you want. It will be going away when the main channel hits 2 million, which is relatively soon. If you like the intro song, a link is down below in the description if you want to check it out. I'd appreciate it. All right, I usually say I don't care, but today and today only, I care. Go click it. Otherwise, your mom's gonna get chlamydia, and then you're gonna have to explain to your dad how she got it, and that's an awkward conversation. But yeah, other than that, use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout for a little bit of a discount. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I will see you guys all tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.